It was a brisk October evening in New York City. Donald Trump, dressed in his signature navy suit and red tie, was heading back to his penthouse after a long business meeting. The city's streets buzzed with activity, taxi horns blared, street vendors called out their wares, and crowds of people moved with purpose. Yet, despite the city's energy, Trump found himself drawn to a quieter street, wanting a moment of peace. As he strolled down the cobblestone road, something unusual caught his attention: music. It wasn't the usual sound of a street performer with a guitar or a saxophone, but a hauntingly beautiful melody that filled the crisp air. He paused, scanning the area. Across the street, illuminated by the soft glow of a flickering street lamp, sat a teenage boy on an overturned crate. His clothes were tattered, and his face bore the exhaustion of someone much older. But his fingers danced across the keys of a battered keyboard with extraordinary skill, producing a tune so moving that it stopped Trump in his tracks. Curious, Trump crossed the street, his polished shoes tapping lightly on the pavement. The boy, noticing the imposing figure, faltered for a moment but quickly resumed playing, his head bowed slightly. Trump stood a few feet away, waiting for the melody to finish before speaking. "What's your name, son?" Trump asked, his voice steady but kind. The boy hesitated, his wary eyes scanning Trump's face as if trying to gauge his intentions. "It's Liam," he said quietly. "Well, Liam," Trump said, gesturing to the keyboard, "that's some serious talent you've got there. Where did you learn to play like that?" Liam shrugged, his gaze dropping to the ground. "Taught myself. Found this old keyboard in a dumpster a couple of years ago. Been practicing ever since." Trump raised an eyebrow. "Self-taught? That's impressive. But why are you out here, playing on the streets?" Liam hesitated, shifting uncomfortably. "Got nowhere else to go," he admitted. "My mom passed away last year. Dad, he wasn't around much before that. I've been on my own ever since." Trump was silent for a moment, taking in the boy's story. Despite Liam's ragged clothes and thin frame, there was a spark of resilience in his eyes. "Well, Liam," Trump said, "this isn't right. A talent like yours shouldn't be wasted out here. Let's see what we can do about that." Liam blinked, confusion and cautious hope flickering across his face. "What do you mean?" "You'll see," Trump said, pulling out his phone. He stepped a few feet away and made a quick call. When he returned, he smiled at Liam. "Help is on the way." Minutes later, a sleek black SUV pulled up to the curb. The driver, a well-dressed man with a calm demeanor, stepped out and opened the door. "Come on," Trump said, motioning for Liam to follow. "Let's get you a warm meal and a safe place to stay for the night." Liam hesitated. "Why are you doing this?" he asked, his voice barely audible. Trump looked at him, his expression sincere. "Because someone needs to. And because you deserve a chance." The SUV took them to a high-end restaurant where Liam, for the first time in months, sat down to a proper meal. Trump ordered steak for himself and let Liam choose anything he wanted from the menu. The boy cautiously picked a burger and fries but couldn't hide his excitement when the food arrived. As Liam ate, Trump asked him about his life, his dreams, and his love for music. Liam opened up slowly, describing how music had been his refuge during the toughest times. After dinner, they headed to a nearby luxury hotel where Liam was given a suite, complete with clean clothes and a hot shower. Trump didn't stop there. He made another phone call, this time to a friend in the music industry, a renowned producer named Simon Harper. The next morning, Simon arrived at the hotel. After listening to Liam play, he was visibly impressed. "This kid's got raw talent," Simon said to Trump. "With some guidance, he could be incredible." Trump grinned. "That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say." Simon offered Liam a spot in a mentorship program where he could learn from some of the best in the industry. Trump also arranged for Liam to attend a prestigious music school, covering all the expenses through his foundation. The days that followed were a whirlwind for Liam. He went from playing on the streets to practicing in world-class studios. Trump stayed in touch, checking on Liam's progress and ensuring he had everything he needed. Months later, Liam performed his first original composition in front of a small but distinguished audience. The room was silent as his fingers glided over the keys, weaving a story through his music. When the final note lingered in the air, the audience erupted into applause. After the performance, Liam approached Trump, his eyes filled with gratitude. "Mr. Trump, I don't know how to thank you. You've changed my life." Trump smiled, placing a hand on the boy's shoulder. "Liam, you're the one with the talent. I just gave you the chance to show the world what you can do. Now, promise me one thing, pay it forward someday." "I will," Liam said, his voice steady and determined. As Trump left the event that evening, he felt a deep sense of fulfillment. He had given a young boy the chance to rewrite his story, and in doing so, had been reminded of the power of kindness, opportunity, and the ability to change a life with a single decision.